Howdy, folks, and welcome to another day in the Milky Way. Tonight we got a good one for you. I found this book, and it was drawing me to it's Shamanic Secrets for Material Mastery, and something pulled me towards this book tonight. I don't know what it was, but it drew me close, and I opened up the pages, and right away I hit something that I just knew that I was supposed to read. Why, I don't know, but here I am. And it's about your guides. Now, I want to thank you all for being here tonight. And I know you all have a guide somewhere along the line. If you can see him or not, I don't know, but you do have a guide. So, it's that little voice inside you, or it's that little voice in your head, or maybe something that just pulls your head to look somewhere else when you're in danger and you just don't know why you did, or things you might do. But it's that kind of stuff. So let's go on about your guides. It says, when beings are required to be guides. Oftentimes, guides for Earth come from Earth. People, after their lives, might choose to become a guide. So it might be somebody from Earth, somebody who knows the terrain. Or in rare cases, it might be required, or you might choose to become a guide. In rare cases, might be required to be a guide. When they are required to be a guide, it means that they have done something that injured many people, or else they never understood their lessons here on Earth and can go nowhere else to learn them. So being a guide, you're learning as you go. A spirit who has been an individual who had either transgressed or has been unable to learn its lessons because those lessons are not available elsewhere must come to Earth again after learning basic information about guiding. They learn how to be a guide, often being sent to somebody they have transgressed. They are required to go to somebody. Anyway, this is rare, but it happens. They are sent to someone who might have been affected by what they did if there was a transgression, usually to a child. They will have a long time to learn because the child would grow up and have a long life. Or if they have gone through this process already, they might be sent someplace trying to guide someone else. Then, if they still haven't learned, they are sent again to some place where it would be easier to learn, such as India, where spiritual lessons can be learned more easily. I don't know why that is, but maybe so. They then will guide there. If they have not been able to understand their lessons, they will learn there because, as always, they will be guiding someone who either has similar lessons or, in the act of guiding this individual, will be able to learn their own lessons. Thus, no one is denied the teaching they must receive. So it sounds like being a guide is as much learning as it is teaching or guiding. It's about making those decisions. And since you couldn't make them in the first place, I guess you got to do it again. The question is I'm thinking particularly of people who commit suicide effects on others. They will probably come back. Yeah, that's a good question. Suicide is its own right is not considered a transgression, but it's your own suicide caused by death or harm to others, as sometimes happens. Then this might be considered transgression. Usually it is considered a transgression if the individual harms others on purpose. The circumstances are very specific. Are humans, it says, in the 1500s, if you're not veiled, do you need to have a guide? Can you see guides? I think some of us can. No, You do not understand. I am veiled. But when I look through the window, as I do now, I am looking through the window all the time in my life. I'm looking through the window only for this type of spiritual work to help you or my students who I am far from. I can speak through time and space to those I cannot get to because we don't have cars in my time. Otherwise, I am like you. I might have some wisdom that has been taught to me by my teachers, my ancestors, but I am veiled. I have my human life. Yes. I don't know why I was drawn to that, but it just seemed like it was supposed to be. Um, can you see guides? Do you know them? I cannot see them directly. If I need to see them for some reason, then it is like a picture that appears in my mind. But you're aware of them? That's the question. Not always. Sometimes they're gone. I become aware of them when a word or something pops into my mind and I act on it. Later, I realize, oh, my guides must have been there. And that's what I'm saying. See, you know you have guides. It's the guide that tells you, that little voice in your head, that gut feeling that says, you need to go left or right or look over here or look over there. And they're not performing the actions. You are. You're just they're giving you that nudge, maybe helping you make a rough decision. Okay, guides in the fourth dimension. I didn't know there was such a thing. As we move into the fourth dimension, will we need guides? Will we know more? Will we still not be omniscient? Yes, definitely. Needing guides in the fourth dimension and in the fifth dimension too. I think, though, not as much, because in the fifth dimension, you will have more readily access to your own spiritual wisdom. Well, ain't that special? But there will still be some guiding, I think. I have been told that one will choose to hear from guides in the fifth dimension and can talk more directly to them. But in the fourth dimension, they will still talk to you, you only, and you will hear more than a word. You might get to hear the whole idea or the concept. Though it will happen in a moment, not over time, as it might take now for us to discuss concepts. So you link with your guide, and it will be much better in the fourth dimension. Wow, can't wait to get to the fourth dimension. Anyway, let's see. I guess that's about it with that one. Like I said, this is going to be a short one. I just opened up that book and it came to that, and something said I need to read that. Why, I don't know, but I hope that helped out with somebody out there that needed to know that. I'm going to bookmark it so I don't ever forget where that spot was, because that was a good one. I hope you're all doing good, staying warm, battling through a blizzard if you're in a blizzard. And with that, remember, just go out, make it a great day. Do something nice for somebody. Remember to be the frequency you want to receive.